I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. One man is dead, another is in police custody following a shooting early this morning inside the Kingston office of the New York City Department of Environmental Protection. It happened shortly before 7 a.m. at the office located at the corner of Grand Street and Smith Avenue in Midtown Kingston. Both the shooting victim, who has been identified as 33-year-old Aaron Thomas of Olive Bridge, New York, and the suspect, who had yet to be identified, were DEP employees. Sources say the shooting reportedly grew out of a personal dispute between Thomas and the other employee. Police say the handgun used in the fatal shooting has been recovered. The building houses office employees, a water quality lab, along with some DEP police officers. Look for further information on this morning's fatal shooting in Kingston here at Record Online. It's not the way we wanted to start the work week. Drivers here in the Hudson Valley and Catskills found themselves dealing with snow-covered and slushy roads once again. This fast-moving storm was expected to leave us with a couple of inches of snow by the time the system moves out early this evening. Snowfall did succeed in closing many schools in the region, and it forced some to head outdoors to do some shoveling, including Luann Fushella, an employee of Millspaw Furniture in Warwick.
I like snow. I love snow.
So it's not too much?
No, never.
So you come out and shovel. Is it good exercise? I mean,
yeah,
tell me about it.
It's a good exercise, plus I was getting pretty hot in there, so I came out without my jacket to cool down because I'm a snow person.
Sounds like Luann will have a lot more to shovel. Today's snow is only a prelude to what we should expect Wednesday. We could see upwards of 6 inches, maybe even more, from a storm that's predicted to bring us snow and freezing rain. So keep clicking here at Record Online for local weather updates. An estimated 2,500 people came to the Libby Funeral Home in Beacon Sunday to pay their respects to Pete Seeger, the Hudson Valley icon, folk music legend, and political activist, who died last week at the age of 94. Those on hand gathered to remember Seeger with words of love and praise, as well as through song. Musician Roland Musa said he was constantly inspired by Seeger, a man he'd known since 1968.
And it wasn't about money. It was always about, the concern for human rights and to do something. One time I was with him about 2-3 years ago. We did 4 gigs in one day at 92 years old. Now that's amazing. That's how, and he did it for nothing. He just did it to help the cause, help the people.
Speakers at Sunday's public memorial service talked of Seeger's legacy, saying he served as the voice for millions of Americans through his strong support of civil rights and environmental causes. The owner-operator of a deli in the town of New Windsor has been arrested following a month-long investigation into the sale of marijuana from inside the store. 32-year-old Samara Zerady was taken into custody after detectives armed with a search warrant came to the Ducktown Deli and Market on Walsh Avenue. Police say about 8 ounces of pot was recovered from several locations within the store and in the basement living area. According to police, several small bags of marijuana were packaged for sale and were discovered in the store's deli case, which also displayed cold cuts and other food items. Complaints from neighbors reportedly triggered the investigation. Anti-government protests that continue in a country half a world away got some attention Sunday here in the Hudson Valley. Dozens of families with ties to the Ukraine rallied outside Trinity Ukrainian Catholic Church in Kerhonkson in a show of support for those in their native land who've been protesting the decision of the Ukrainian president to reject a trade agreement with the European Union in favor of one with Russia. Rally organizers say they'll send out videos and pictures of their Kerhonkson rally as a way to encourage the protesters to continue pressing their cause. A maintenance worker for a Satmar Jewish boys camp in Ulster County has been charged with selling the personal information of campers and their parents. An undercover investigation led to the arrest of 53-year-old Victor Schneider of the town of Rosendale. He's been charged with felony grand larceny and criminal possession of stolen property. According to police, Schneider sold personal information to undercover informants on at least 3 occasions. Officials in the Ulster County Sheriff's Office say all the information was recovered and no one's identity was compromised. They're probably still shivering. The 100 or so people who jumped into the icy Berrien Lake in Highland Saturday This was the 4th annual Subzero Heroes dive, fundraiser to benefit the Hudson Valley Alzheimer's Association. And some of the brave participants didn't just take the plunge in a bathing suit. Some dressed up in costumes, making them true Subzero superheroes. Ulster County Sheriff Paul Van Blarcom was among those who took the icy plunge. Organizers say the event raised more than $55,000, about $20,000 more than last year. And thankfully, no one needed to be chopped out of the ice.
6 more weeks of winter!
That was the pronouncement from Hudson Highlands' Harry, the groundhog, who gave his forecast Sunday during Groundhog Day festivities at the Hudson Highlands Wildlife Education Center in Cornwall. Master of Ceremonies Carl Heitmuller says he gets a kick out of reenacting this historical tradition.
It goes back, it's a tradition that goes way back to Europe and Germanic people, and they use hedgehogs instead of woodchucks, but when they settled in Pennsylvania, they started using a woodchuck, and it's been going on since I think 1887. And it's a good way to predict you have enough food for your animals for the rest of the year. It's since I'm German, actually, Heitmuller, I can speak Groundhogese, so hopefully we get it right.
While most of those witnessing Harry's prognostication were unhappy with the 6 more weeks of winter prediction, not everybody was rooting for an early spring.
We get 6 more weeks of winter so we can enjoy the cool and wonderful snow that is here in New York.
So you're a snow guy?
I'm a snow guy.
And January didn't bother you?
No, it was wonderful. I came from Minnesota, so it was a little bit deeper out there.
While today's snow and the prediction of more this week has Harry's forecast looking very good, it wasn't totally accurate. According to Carl, he had the Broncos winning the Super Bowl. Today's snow is just the start of what is shaping up to be a wintry week of weather. Tomorrow will begin with sunshine, but clouds move in later in the day. The highs Tuesday will be in the middle 30s. Snow and maybe some freezing rain move in overnight Tuesday and will continue into Wednesday, leaving us with more rough driving conditions. Temperatures Wednesday will top out around 30 degrees. Keep clicking here at Record Online for breaking news as well as the latest weather information for the Catskills and Hudson Valley. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.